All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Brothers and Company podcast presents Creators Conversation, where we showcase artists, entertainers, content creators, professionals, and entrepreneurs. Today's guest has all the aspects of creativity, professionalism, and entrepreneurship. So I had the opportunity to meet this young lady here at the Black Expo last month in March. So here she is a stylist, certified Opalex professional, licensed professional cosmetologist, and she has her own hair care service called Simply Shakeila Beauty. So, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome Simply Shakeila, Miss Shakeila Hickman, to the program.
Hi y'all.
Yeah, yeah. So there you go. So, how you doing today, Shakeila?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing good. Can't complain. Another beautiful day here in the Low Country. So
Yeah.
I know I gave a little bit of an intro. So just tell everybody about yourself and where you're from.
Okay, sure. I'm Shakeila of Simply Shakeila Beauty. I am 32 years old. I have been a licensed cosmetologist for the past 2 years. I am originally from Florence, South Carolina, as well as Chesterfield, Virginia. Born and raised in Florence, moved to Virginia when I was 14, lived there until I was 29, and then relocated back to Carolina, but here to the Low Country.
All right. All right. So let's talk about let's talk about what inspired you to
Mm.
become a cosmetologist and how long you've been doing it.
Okay, sure. Like I mentioned, I have been licensed for 2 years, but I have been doing hair on myself as well as my family ever since I can remember. What inspired me to be a cosmetologist is that I've always loved all things beauty. I started out loving nails as a little girl, then that transitioned to makeup and hair. So I've always been one that loved all things glamour, all things beauty, just a super girly girl. And that's what really inspired me to become a hairstylist.
There you go. Love it, love it, love it. So in your transition into being a cosmetologist and everything, what type of schooling or certifications you needed to become a licensed professional?
Sure. So you have to go to cosmet. Well, you don't have to go to cosmetology school, but you can either do cosmetology school or you can do an apprenticeship. Cosmetology school lasts between a year to 2 years. I only did a year because I went full time. And then after school, you have to take a state board for your state that you're being licensed in, as well as a written test as well. So you have to do a two-part test to get your license. And yeah, that's the licensure requirement that you have to do to become a cosmetologist.
All right. That sounds good. That's also we got the certifications and everything to
Oh,
get your
you got
yeah.
work.
Oh yeah. You definitely got to put in that work and get certified for sure. For sure. Now, you do your own hair care service,
Mm-hmm.
and I went on we checked you out on Instagram about your service and everything, and you made an Instagram post about professional hair care products sold in stores that are not authorized retailers, and how those products are either counterfeit or expired.
Correct.
Yeah. And in your profession as a certified uh hair care professional like yourself,
Mhm.
what should people look out for when it comes to hair care products?
One thing that I would say that you should be wary of is where you're purchasing these products from. So there are a lot of retailers out here, like I stated in that video, that are selling counterfeit and or expired products. Everybody is not licensed to sell certain products. So what I would say is whatever your favorite product is, go on to their website, either purchase directly from their website and or you can search their website to see who is an authorized retailer to sell those products so that you can be sure that when you're purchasing from a verified source. And there are also products out here that are not even available for retail purchase at all. That you
Mm.
have to purchase either directly from the website or through a licensed professional such as myself. So I would say have that conversation with your stylist and go on any brand's website to search to see who is an authorized retailer of their products.
All right. And speaking of which, I just want to congratulate you on being a certified Opalex professional. Gotta give you your applause.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So explain about Opalex. Is that like one of the hair care products
Yeah.
that you use?
Absolutely. Olaplex is a professional product that I use in the salon. It is available for retail. You can purchase it, I know for sure, from Ulta Beauty. They are licensed to sell Olaplex products. And how Olaplex works is it is a product that rebuilds the broken bonds, aka damaged hair, on a molecular level. So, what I love about Olaplex is that it is available for retail purchase to the general public, but there are certain products within that line that you can only get from a professional. That bond building technology that is in their products, you can only get that from a professional, but you can reinforce what's done in the salon at home by using the at home products as well. So I love using Olaplex because it builds the hair, it strengthens the hair, it moisturizes and hydrates the hair. And it is something that is readily available for consumers. But it also has that professional aspect where you have to come into the salon to get the professional treatments that they offer as well.
Okay, so it's all about making sure that they get the right type of products and not anything that will damage their hair or damage anything, with their hair. And because, I don't know I don't know much about hair or anything about hair unless, I go to the barber shop and get a haircut or whatever.
Uh,
But, just to make sure that, make sure people know about the hair care products. That's important. That's important
it,
to know. Yeah,
it
'cause
is super important because if you're purchasing from a reputable company, a reputable brand, you want to make sure that the products that you're receiving does what they claim that it's going to do. And if you're purchasing from a retailer that is not authorized to sell, that means that whatever you're purchasing is not going to work because it is either not real or it's expired. So it's super important as a consumer to be informed on what you're purchasing and where you're purchasing it from because where you're purchasing it from absolutely can reflect in the quality of the product.
yeah, that's definitely true. That is definitely true. Letting people know what the best type of products to get,
Exactly.
Yeah, that is really, really important.
It is.
Yeah. So, why did you decide to start your own hair care services? And what was that process like, starting your own business?
So I decided to become a hairstylist simply because I've always been natural. I've never had a relaxer. So when the natural hair care movement came along and people started ditching relaxers and decided to go natural, the horror stories that I would hear from women and girls dealing with their natural hair themselves, as well as hair care professionals not knowing how to deal with natural hair, that made me want to become a hairstylist and to show the world and show people that just because you keep your hair in the state how it grows out of your scalp, that does not mean that your experience taking care of your hair or going to a professional should be bad or it should be painful. You can have your natural hair the way that God intended to grow out of your head and
Right.
have good experience dealing with that hair. It doesn't have to be painful. It doesn't have to be excruciating. It doesn't have to be time consuming. It can be a pleasurable experience, just as the relaxed girlies. So that's what really encouraged me to become a hairstylist.
All right. Yeah. So that's a great thing. That
Mhm.
and it also helps with the image, right? Just to give the confidence about their themselves, about their hair and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, um, being a black woman in the world, not only America, is one of those things. Like we go through so much. So of course, having your hair done just makes you feel better. You look better. You feel better. You do better in the world. So that definitely adds confidence. It boosts morale, and it allows a woman to go out there and do her best in
Yeah.
this.
And you know more than I do that that women, especially black women, they have their, different hairstyles and everything, just showing that confidence and that creativity. Yeah, yeah. So that's definitely a positive thing that you're doing too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what kind of techniques do you use when you provide hair care for your clients?
So, one thing that I would love for the world to know about Simply Shakeila Beauty, if you come sit in my chair, be rest assured that whatever techniques that I'm doing is customized to you. There's not a one size fit all situation when it comes to me doing hair. Everything that I do, from the shampoo to the detangling to the products that I use to the tools that I use, is customized for each individual client because everybody's hair is different. Nobody's hair on this earth is the same. So whatever I do is customized to that specific client, to tailor to your specific needs. So it's definitely a customizable approach, not a one size fit all situation at all. So be rest assured that if you come sit with me, girl, you're in good hands.
All right, gotta give you that applause for that right there. Gotta give you applause. Rest assured you're in good hands.
That's a
Rest assured.
yes.
Yeah. Now, speaking of services, now, do you travel to your clients when you do your services, or do you work with like a local beauty salon when you
Um,
work with clients?
I am in a local beauty salon. I don't do traveling as of now. That may change in the future, but for now, I am stationary in a salon. It is MJM Salon and Co. on Rivers Avenue. I have been there. It will be 3 months in a few days, and
Okay.
very professional environment. The salon has been established for 10 years. So, great environment. I love the owner. We have a great business relationship, and I enjoy working there. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great. So, ladies, if you're listening and you're watching, make sure you go over there and ask for Simply Shakeila.
Yes,
She'll take good care of you, making sure you look good.
facts.
Hair done, everything did.
Everything. We got you.
All right. Hey, that's cool. That's what's up. So, what advice do you have for like aspiring cosmetologists or hairstylists who want to get into the hair care or beauty industry?
Mhm. What advice I would give is that, first of all, you have to have a passion for it. If you feel in your heart of hearts that this is what you want to do it. Because I'll share a little bit of my story. Like I've stated, I wanted to be in the beauty industry since I was a little girl. But being the oldest child, it was expected of me to go to college and get my degree and do the like corporate America thing, which I did. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology. And right after I graduated college, I wanted to become a makeup artist actually. And after getting that degree, my family was like, "You haven't even tried working in corporate America. Why would you go back to school to do makeup?" Not knowing that the beauty industry is truly my passion. So that's what I did. I worked 9 to 5, and I just did not like any job that I had. And I found myself at the age of 29 still wanting to pursue the beauty industry. And so I relocated down here to the low country and quit my job, moved out of my apartment, and went to cosmetology school because it was something that was still on my heart to do. So you really have to have a passion for it. And if you have a passion for it, no matter what age you are, pursue it, because that passion, that intense feeling to pursue is never going to go away.
Yeah,
So do it if that's what you want in your heart of hearts, no matter what anyone says, even if they don't see the vision. Do it for yourself. And then another thing that I would add is I'm still a corporate girly. I still work a 9 to 5 because we got to pay the bills while we're
right,
building
right.
our dream and our passion.
True.
I absolutely want to be a full-time hairstylist, but we have to do what we got to do. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do your passion alongside doing a job that pays your bills, because I have tried to work in different salons and they told me, like, literally, if you can't be here full time, you're never going to make it as a hairstylist. And I'm here to say I'm not doing it full time, but I'm still making it as a hairstylist, because guess what, I have the passion, I have the drive, and I know that this is meant for me to do. So no matter what anyone says, I'm doing it, and I'm doing it my way. You don't have to have a cookie cutter way of doing things. You have to tailor it to your life. And if it's something that you really want to do it. And just block out all the noise, get focused, and do what you got to do.
Yes, 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 indeed, yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
And you're making it balance out where you're working a full time job and you're pursuing your passion.
Mm-hmm.
So you're taking care of your everyday expenses, your everyday life, and also pursuing your dream.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people will want to quit their jobs and just go right into entrepreneurship and
Mm-hmm.
don't have that foundation or have that support of you have to put in time and money and energy towards that.
Right.
So it's having that balance, and then also just being dedicated to
Yeah.
what you want to do. Yeah.
And me mention, I've done that. I done quit my job and tried to be a full time hairstylist, and it backfired.
Oh yeah.
You say that I've tried that, but that just simply did not work for me. So you have to regroup and get it back together. Before I got into this salon, I was on a break for 8 months. I did not do hair for 8 months. And when I tell you, hair was all I thought about. Getting back into the salon was all I thought about, and that just reinforced what I already knew, that I'm meant to do this. I'm meant to do it. And it's not easy working a full time job and also pursuing your passion. Um, but when it's meant for you to do, you're going to do it, and you just get it done. You just get it done.
Yeah, I like that. I like the consistency that you did to, not give up and just go and pursue it. Because sometimes you have to just be in the atmosphere or be in that environment
Mm-hmm.
to kind of get inspired
Mm-hmm.
to to go into your passion and actually go all into it. Yeah,
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 that
yeah,
is it. And it's been a roller coaster. My journey has been a roller coaster. These 2 years hasn't been linear at all. Lots of highs, lots of lows. But at the end of the day, I feel like I am ordained to do this. So I'm going to keep doing it no matter what comes my way.
Yeah, that's the passion. That's
Mm,
the passion and that dream that you have.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely appreciate everything that you did and everything that you're doing. Because
Hmm.
I understand, because I understand it's hard to, balance out a full-time job and doing and just having your own business, being an entrepreneur, an employee and an entrepreneur at the same time, and just continuously work on your craft.
Yeah.
That is an awesome thing. Very this is awesome. That's an awesome thing.
Yeah.
Very, very proud of what you're doing too.
Thank you. I
Very
appreciate
proud. Very proud. Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So I know you have a website out there, that you got your service that people can go to.
Yeah.
Tell everyone about, how they can get in contact with you, your website, so people can, be in good hands with Simply Shakeila.
Period. Okay. So I am on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, all at Simply Shakeila Beauty. My website is simplyshakilabeauty.glossgenius.com. You can always reach me by email at simplyshakilabeauty@gmail.com. My phone number is 843-888-7177. You can call, text messages are preferred because I'm a busy girl, but you can call me as well and reach me there, and I will be happy to speak with you. I'm looking forward to meeting you all, and I'm looking forward to servicing you.
There you go. There it is. Ladies, please go out there and get Simply Shakeila. She take good care of you, making sure you look good out here. Making
Yes,
sure you look good.
come get a treatment, come get a trim, come get a silk press, get some extensions. We do a lot at Simply Shakeila Beauty.
All right. Gotta give you one more applause for that right there. Creativity at its finest right there, ladies and gentlemen. Creativity, professionalism, entrepreneurship, artist, because it's an art. I can
It is an art.
it's an art. Yeah. All of that right over here. Simply Shaquille. There you go. There it is. There it is. All of that into one.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So definitely appreciate your time to come on the show and just tell everyone about, your experience in your business and everything, because that's what creators conversation is. Just
Okay.
to give that platform and that spotlight
Right.
to entrepreneurs like yourself, to just let everybody know who you are, what you do, so that way they can say, "Oh, well, ladies out there, girls out there might say, I need to get my hair done and all that stuff." There you go. Got a
Ye-
person you can go to right there,
Yes.
right there.
Thank you so much for having me. I was very excited to be on the show. It's been great. I appreciate your professionalism and your journalism as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been great.
Yes, yes, you're definitely welcome. And what we do on the Brothers and Company podcast is that we welcome you to what we call the podcast family. So
Okay.
yeah, yes. Podcast family is there are like fans out there, people that support us, people, like yourself that come on the show just to be a part of the show. So, for you, special guest, you're now part of the podcast family. So
Thank
anytime,
you.
yeah, yeah. So anytime you want to come back on the show, we definitely will welcome you back to the show. We got the door open for you.
Perfect. I appreciate it. I'm going to be adding new services, new products in the future. So I will absolutely be back.
All right. Thank you so much. Simply Shakeila Hickman, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Thank you
So,
so much for having me.
yes, yes, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go check her out. Simply Shakeila Beauty. You can go to her website, even go to her Instagram, check her out, and get her services. You'll like what you see. You like how you how you feel, how you look. So
Hey, girl.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Brothers and Company podcast presents Creators Conversation. Make sure you watch this and other videos in the Creators Conversation playlist so you can see all the other entrepreneurs and artists and creators out there because Charleston has a lot of
Oh,
creators just doing their own thing. And Charleston is full of creativity. They're full of just it's a vibe. I would tell y'all, it's a vibe. They say it. Am I right? The cool kids say it. It's a vibe.
it's a vibe.
So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check us out, brothers and company podcast.com. We're also on Facebook, X. They changed from Twitter to X. I don't know why. We talked to, yeah, there's an episode where we talked about this.
Mm.
But we're on we're on Facebook, X, Instagram at BIC Podcast. We're on TikTok. Type in Brothers and Company Podcast and follow us. And you can listen to our podcast and this podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, and at Brothers and Company podbean.com, and also check us out on our YouTube channel. So simply Shakeila, thank you once again for joining us. And my name is Derek. We'll talk to you guys next time. Peace. I
Thank
love y'all.
you.